We don't have to record. Pause the recording. I mean, this is just introductory, right? Right. So you can pause the recording if you don't mind. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Salesforce Experience Cloud class for cohort 6. I'm very happy and excited to be here and to be the one to lead you through this journey of learning Experience Cloud. Hold on, please. I'm trying to find my screen. Okay, found it. All right. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, even though Babskenki has given a good introduction, well, my name is Ogenna Odeabeatu. And to tell you a bit about my education, I have a first degree in computer science from Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka. And then I have a master's degree in web technologies and security, and that is from the University of Plymouth in the UK. In addition to that, I have a bunch of certifications, but the most recent is Salesforce Admin, Service Cloud, and then Experience Cloud. Then I also have a diploma in digital marketing and also a certification in search engine optimization. My work experience, before I came to Canada, myself and my family moved to Canada in 2020. But before that, I founded and ran a web design and digital marketing company in Lagos. I did that for 4 years. And then when we moved to Canada, I worked for an online nutrition school, and I was a technical support lead. My Salesforce journey started in cohort 5, and that was in January of this year. And mostly fulfilling. Was a bit challenging because I had to combine it with work and every other thing going on in my life. But overall, it's very fulfilling. And the hallmark for me was the internship. I was fortunate to be in a group of people, amazing people who worked really hard. And at the end of the day, we delivered a very good project. And I'm going to be sharing that project with you today. So let's dive right in. Today is day 1. And I am going to be introducing you to Experience Cloud. So the first thing will be to tell you what Experience Cloud is. And then we would go through the exam overview and then the course outline, the way I'm going to deliver this course to you. So what is Experience Cloud? Experience Cloud is a digital experience platform by Salesforce where organizations can connect users and data from the Salesforce org. So what this means is that Experience Cloud can be used by organizations to connect and collaborate with their customers and their users. Experience Cloud websites grant users access to Salesforce data and records. It allows organizations to collaborate with their customers, partners, employees, and stakeholders. Some users will require a license to access the Experience Cloud sites. And then an important thing to note is that Experience Cloud lives in Salesforce. So what does this mean? This means that you don't need any integrations or any connection applications to connect Salesforce with Experience Cloud. You can access it right within your Salesforce org. Then Experience Cloud is a no-code development tool that provides ready-to-use site templates with drag and drop functionality. This means that you can build an Experience Cloud without knowing how to code. It has beautiful drag and drop functionality, which you can use to design and develop your website. Then the final point here is that Experience Cloud is formerly known as Community Cloud. So when you're doing your further research or learnings, you might come across the word Community Cloud. It just means Experience Cloud, but that's just what it used to be called. So we'll go into the exam overview. And that is on this link. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so this is the link on Trailhead where Salesforce tells us about Experience Cloud and what is required for you to do and to learn to be able to be certified. So I want to take us through. Okay, let's read this first part. So Salesforce Experience Cloud Consultant Program is designed for consultants who have experience implementing and consulting on the Salesforce enterprise applications for its customer-facing role. The Cloud Consultant exam is for individuals who want to demonstrate their skills and knowledge in designing, configuring, building, and implementing Salesforce experience applications using the declarative customization capabilities of the experience platform. So this is another important point. So Salesforce being a declarative and programmatic application, Salesforce actually deals with the declarative, Experience Cloud actually deals with the declarative part of it. So let's scroll down. And then under the about the exam, so you're going to have 60 questions in the exam, and the time allocated is 105 minutes. Passing score is 65%. So scrolling down to the exam outline. So these are what we're required to know. And the first is Experience Cloud Basics, which carries 8%. So here, the subtopics are to illustrate the reasons for creating or utilizing an experience for a specific user case, identify most common personas for Experience Cloud, access the common types of external accounts and how they are used in Experience, apply features and functions of workspaces for building an experience. The next is sharing, visibility, and licensing. So let me not go through all of them. I'll just read out the titles. So sharing, visibility, and licensing carries 17%. Branding, personalization, and content, 15%. Templates and themes, 10%. User creation and authentication, 13%. Adoption and analytics, 5%. Administration, setup and configuration, 25%. Then customization, considerations and limitations, 7%. So today we're going to start with the Experience Cloud Basics. So this is a course outline and how I have structured the topics and the way they're going to be delivered. So for today, we're going to do the Experience Cloud Basics. And then if we have more time, we're going to Workspaces and Experience Builder. Then after those, moderation, gamification and reputation, knowledge articles and topics, Service Cloud features, and then licenses, Salesforce CMS, CMS Connect, channel sales, PRM, which means partner relationship management. And then under user creation and authentication, we're going to treat user access, user provisioning, self-registration, single sign-on, login discovery, and then emails. Then after that, we'll go into roles, sharing and visibility, person accounts, business accounts, roles and hierarchy, external org-wide defaults, external account relationship and hierarchy, delegated external user, sharing options for objects, sharing sets, account relationship sharing, site user portal and object visibility. And then in the final segment, we will take planning and Experience Cloud deployment. We will build an experience site from start to finish. Then we'll export templates and import templates. We'll look at Lightning Bolt solutions, deployment methods, experience bundle, dashboards, insights, reports and dashboards, and then finally Google Analytics. So this is our agenda today by the left-hand side. And so I would like to start by showing you Experience Cloud examples, telling you about the Experience Cloud personas, Experience Cloud site types, the templates, and my domain. And then I get to give you some assignments and then a quiz. So on the right-hand side is the same thing that we read out on the Trailblazer website, which is the target for the Experience Cloud Basics. Okay, so let me head over to show you some examples of what Experience Cloud sites look like. So I want to begin by showing you, okay, so what I have listed here are the different types of Experience Cloud websites. So the first is a help center. Then the second is a customer service portal. Then there's a peer-to-peer or forum websites, and then a partner website. So let me open my browser back up and then okay, I'm trying to get the link. Okay, so we're going to start with the Help Center. And we'll look at this. So this is a Disney Plus, is a Disney Plus website. And it's a help center that is built with Experience Cloud. So the features that we can see here, the first thing is the search bar at the top, which will enable a user or a customer to search for articles or search for content on the site. And then over here is a list of popular help articles, which I am sure means articles that users engage with the most. Then here is a categorization of the topics of their articles. So let's open one. Let's open Getting Started. So under Getting Started, we can see that there are articles listed under this category. So if we go ahead and open the first one, We can see Disney Plus pricing, and it gives you details about the monthly subscription and annual subscription. So, and basically, if you look at the breadcrumb over here at the top, you would see the nested pages. So this is like the article, and then getting started is the topic, and then the help center is the main homepage. So let's look at another second example of the help center. And this is for a website called OpenTable. So OpenTable pretty much has the same thing that the Disney website has. It has a search bar at the top, and then it has a list of featured articles, and then some articles as short. Well, this also looks like it's popularly visited articles. Okay, and these are also like categories for their articles. But this website has an additional feature which the Disney Plus website doesn't have. It has a button that leads you to contact support. Okay, and this pops out to be a chat feature on the page. Okay, so let's move on to the customer service portal type of Experience Cloud. So this is AARP website, and we can see that it's a little bit different from the ones we just looked at. So it does have the search bar, and it has a list of articles. But in addition, it has videos, and then it has two buttons here, one that the user can use to register, and then another that they can use to log in. So these two don't have those features. So just a point for you to note. And then I want to show you another customer service website. So Ancestry.com also has a search bar, has articles listed, has a categorization of their topics, has a chat feature, and it also has a login button. So on to the next kind of experience sites websites is Discount Tire. So this is a peer-to-peer or a forum website. So by forum, it means that people actually leave comments or make posts on the website. So peer-to-peer means when people can post questions on a website, and then other people can answer the questions to help them. So the problem or the issue that they're trying to solve isn't always solved by the organization, but by other people or like other customers like themselves. So over here, we can see a list of topics or posts that people have made. And this green button here shows answered, which means that the question has been answered, viewed by 22 people, and number of comments is 1. Let's look for one that has more comments. Let's look at this one. So over here, we can see that Brent R made a post, and then he received a response by the community moderator of Discount Tire. So this looks like an employee of the company. And then trying to see if there's any other contribution by any other user, but there is none. Okay. So, but that's the whole point of a peer-to-peer or a forum websites. So let's look at a second example of peer-to-peer. So this is a Cisco community site, and I think if we go to discussions and then open a topic, then we would find the discussions around that topic. So same thing, somebody posts a question and then he receives answers. So in this case, Jack posts a question and he receives responses from other people. Okay, community manager also means that it's an employee of the company. Community moderator, same thing. And then totally third is a user like himself. So that's the whole idea. So the next one is to show you an example of a partner website. So this is a partner website, clearly, because the URL here says partners.avas.com. But then this partner website requires you to log in before you can access the site. So we are not able to see it, but I just wanted to show you that partner websites mostly are closed off from the public. Okay, so the next example is the websites that my internship group created. Okay, so welcome to BF Alliance Trust. BF Alliance Trust is a lending company where you can find out the amount of mortgage you can pay if you want to buy a house, and also where you can make loan applications and make payments towards your loan. So this is the homepage of the website. And over here, we have links to the different pages, but I'll use the navigation here. So under About Us, it has the details about the company. Then on the mortgage page, we have a mortgage calculator where you can get the figure your mortgage insurance is going to be, your total mortgage. That's the total loan that you're going to be borrowing from the bank, and then what your monthly payment is going to be. Then under the loans, so loans is where you can choose a type of loan that you want to take, and then you proceed to make the application. So it works end to end, and that was what we demonstrated during our internship. So the different types of loans are the personal, business, and auto loans. Then under the FAQ, the FAQ has the questions and answers, which is like the articles and their answers, questions that a customer might have, and the answers. And then the contact us page, and this has a web to case feature here, this email address. Okay, so then the last thing is that the website also has like a login feature, it has a search bar and then the login feature for customers to be able to log in. So, okay, I think there are two things I need to mention. So back to the peer-to-peer websites, this is created using Chatter. And then the mortgage calculator and the loan application, they were both built with Flow, with Salesforce Flow. Okay. So let's move on to the slides. Not sure why it's not responding.
Ogenna, I have a question. Sorry. Is it the right time to ask?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So the project that you just showed us, where you told us that the mortgage calculator and the form was built using Flow. So can we instead use Lightning Web Components to build those components?
Web components from the Experience Cloud.
Mm-hmm. Can we add Lightning Web Components to Experience Cloud?
Yes, of course. But what would you want the web components to do?
I mean, instead of using Flow, would it? I mean, I know Flow is definitely easier, but can we? I mean, also use Lightning Web Components in Experience Cloud sites?
Yes, for sure you can. For sure you can. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So moving ahead, this slide is to show you the relationship between the Salesforce org, Experience Cloud, and then the users. So we can see at the bottom here, the Salesforce org with the data, the logic, and every other thing that comes with it. And then the Experience Cloud is sitting on the Salesforce org. Now, the Experience Cloud connects with Salesforce org, connects with the data, the logic, and everything using sharing and visibility permissions. Then the users. So the users of Experience Cloud are the customer, the partner, and the employee. And they all can have access to the Experience Cloud. So Experience Cloud personas. So there are two. And the first is the end user and then the employee. So the end user persona are the customer and the partner. And these two are external users. The employee user is an internal user in Experience Cloud. So it's important that you understand this distinction, and they both access the Experience Cloud in different ways. Now, the employee persona can also be the Experience Cloud builder, the moderator, the site manager, or the admin. And I'm sure you noticed from the example when I was showing you the peer-to-peer websites about the community moderator and the community manager. So those are the roles of the employees. So about Experience Cloud types, there are 3 types, and they all match the personas. So the first is the customer site, which is always a business to consumer use case. The partner site, which is usually a business to business use case. And then the employee sites. So under the customer site, we have the customer user. And under the partner site, we have the partner user. And under the employee site, we have the employee user. So the customer sites are built for the customers. The partner sites are built for the partners who have a business relationship with the organization. And then the employee sites are built for employees. So these are just types of Experience Cloud sites that can be built with the customer or with the persona in focus. So the customer sites can be created to provide customer service to customers or give them access to data, such as their accounts, information, orders or invoices, depending on the kind of website it is. And then the partner sites is built to allow resellers, distributors, or partners to collaborate with the company, with the company's data and the company's employees as well. Then the employee site can be built to give employees access to features like onboarding, recruiting, human resources, features. So these different types of websites have specific templates that can be used to build them. So templates, what are templates? A template is like, is a pre-built website. So it contains everything you need on a standard website, but then you have to customize it the way you want it to look like. But the core of it, or the structure of it, already has the features that you need for that website. So the different types of templates for the customer sites, the help center, the customer service, customer account portal, microsites, B2B commerce. And then for the partner sites, we have the Partner Central. So one thing I would like you to note is that there's a type of site that is called a hybrid site. So what does that mean? It means that this site can be built for all the personas, can be built for the customer, the partner, and the employee. So they all have access and they all have features that they can use on those websites. And then sometimes these websites are also called portals. So I want to show you, I'm going to head to the org now so that I can show you these templates. Okay, so this is a test org that I built for this class. So over here, we have the different types of templates. But what I want to show you is when I go to create a new one, that's where I want to show you all of them. So this is a list of all the templates in Experience Cloud. And so for the customers, you need the microsite, you need the B2C commerce, you need the help center, customer account portal, customer service, and I think that's it. Then for the partner is the Partner Central. Okay, heading back to our slides. So like I've explained, Experience Cloud templates are pre-built layouts of websites, each template with varying features. So I have grouped the templates according to the framework that was used to build the templates. So the Aura template was used to build the help center, customer service, customer portal, partner central, and build your own Aura. Then the Lightning Web runtime was used to build the microsite, the second build your own, and then the business to consumer commerce. And then the other types of templates that are neither Aura or Lightning Web runtime, Aloha and Salesforce tabs plus Visual Force. This one is used to build mobile apps. I think I want to show you again the distinction here. So for any template that is built with Aura, you would have, hold on. Yeah, it would have this lightning bar. That shouldn't be. Okay. All right. Okay, I think I'll skip that. Let's go back to the slides. Okay, so here is explaining to you the difference between the Aura and the Lightning Web runtime. So the Aura is a framework for creating components that can be used in any web application. Aura sites are designed with drag and drop feature. No coding knowledge is required. And then Aura components are built using HTML and JavaScript. So Lightning Web Runtime is a framework for creating Lightning Web Components, LWC. And these are components that are designed to work with the Lightning platform. Lightning Web Runtime sites are designed by coding. And they're built using CSS, HTML, enhanced JavaScript, DOM, custom elements, and web components. So I will go back to the site. So what I was trying to explain before was that the lightning bolt is supposed to represent the websites that were built with LWR. But then it seemed like they all had the lightning bolt. So I think I may be wrong on that one. But the distinction is actually in the name, in the title. So the ones built with LWR are here, they're in the title. And then the ones that are built with Aura don't have anything there. So I think that's a better explanation. So the next thing I would like us to do is to actually put everything into practice. Okay, but before that, I think I want to go back and show you. I want to go back and show you what each of the templates look like. So for the Help Center template, okay, I think I'll just open the builder. So this is what it looks like. And when you try to view it as an external user, this is what you'll find. So I'm sure you can see the similarity between this and the examples I showed you earlier. So the Help Center websites have the search bar at the top, and then would have you add the articles at the bottom. And then it doesn't have any login button or login feature on it. Then for the customer service, I'll close these. For the customer service, so this is what it looks like from the back end, and then this is what it looks like from the public view. It hasn't been customized, so it's looking very, very plain. So it has a search bar, has a login button. Then the features, it has ask a question. I think this is, oops, okay, that requires a login. Anyway, we'll come back to what ask a question does. And then you can contact support. And then, yeah, ask a question, that's the same thing. Then you can also have other features here. You can have the featured articles. You can have discussions, discussions with the chatter feature, which can be the peer-to-peer or the forum type of sites. So that's what you can achieve with that. Then for customer account portal, over here, so this is the back end. The front end is really, really plain, because we haven't really added any content to it. So over here, you can see open cases, my open cases. So that's one feature. That's one feature that the customer account portal template has. So it enables a customer access their cases. So by access is just to read their cases. And then for partner central, let me say something else. So between the customer service and the customer account portal templates, so with the customer service template, you can use ask a question to create a case in the org. So it enables you to create a case in the org. But then with the customer account portal template, you can create a case as well as view your cases. So that's the important distinction between the two of them. Okay, so back to the partner central. And let's look at it from the public view. So this is the back end. So yes, it has the search feature, login button, some texts, then it has a dashboard, and then it has a list of leads. Also has a list of opportunities. So, and okay, so from the front end, also very plain. And these components, the dashboard components and the lead inbox components are probably not showing because the public doesn't have the appropriate permissions to be able to view these things. All right. So back to our slide. So here, I would like to show you. So here, I would like to show you how what the first steps are to create an experience site. And for that, we have to go back to our browser. So the org I just showed you, I opened that from my hands-on orgs. So, but for this new org that we're going to create, I want to start from the beginning just to show you how you can do it for yourself. So let's go to this URL, developer.salesforce.com/sign up. So I'm going to sign up. So enter your first name, last name, email, role, company. I think I have something here. So company is this, region, Canada. Alberta. So enter, so the username, it's just a unique name. It doesn't have to be a real email address. So for that, I'll use this and agree and sign me up. So this would send me an email. It's taking time. It's taking its time. Okay, I think it already accepted it the first time. Let's change that. Hey, does anybody have any questions while we're waiting for this to work?
Hi, yes. So with the hybrid, so if you wanted to have somebody, for instance, have the help center, but you also want to encourage them to log in, is that where the hybrid piece comes in? You'd build a help center for articles to help them, but then if they want to log in, you'd redirect them to one of the customer service or account portals. Is that how that hybrid works?
Yes, that's exactly how it works. So you can have all those features on the hybrid site, but you would have to choose the right template that will enable you do that. So for that, you can't use the help center template because it doesn't have a login feature. So you'd either have to use the customer service or the customer account portal.
Okay, so if I want to get perspective, like students, and then from perspective then to log in afterwards, so it would not be the help center, it would be the customer service?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I got the email just to show you. So this is the email that I received after signing up here. So, okay, it used the first email address I entered. So I click here to verify my account. And then I enter a new password. Okay. So this is our new org. Okay. So to create an Experience Cloud website, you go to Digital Experience. Oh, hold on. I am skipping one important step that I need to show you. So now that I have this org, I want to add it to my hands-on orgs. And to do that, I go to Connect Org. And then I say login with a different username. And then I pick my username with my password. And then I log in. So over here is asking to allow the Trailhead connected apps access, which yes. And then is also asking if I want to use this org for the Trailhead challenges, and I can also say yes. So that's the new one, and I'm going to rename it to main org. All right. So to create an Experience Cloud site, you go to Setup and then Digital Experiences. So over here, you click on Settings. And then you check off this box. I would like to increase the size of this. Seems a little bit small. So when you check off the box, this pops up, which is asking you to confirm that you want to use this domain name for the site. So it's asking this because once you enable digital experiences, you will not be able to change this domain name anymore. So the concept of domain names. So a domain name is basically the URL of a website. So for example, Blackforce. So blackforce.ca is a domain name. And Salesforce uses these domain names for the Salesforce org and its applications, and also uses a domain name for the experience site. So you need to choose if you want to continue to use the existing domain name here. It looks different here because this is a developer org and developer environment. So it would look different from the real thing. But what I want you to know is that for experience sites, it usually has this suffix of my.site.com. Now, there is a concept called enhanced domains, which Salesforce introduced. And what enhanced domain does is that when it is active, or when it's enabled, it's Salesforce uses that domain name across your Salesforce applications and the experience site. But if it's not enabled, then it will give them both different URLs. But then if you want to set up your domain, you go to my domain. So I tapped in domain here in the search bar. You go to my domain, and this is where, so yes, this is where you can change your domain name. So I don't know if you noticed, but when I was signing up for this developer org, I used the company name Black Force EXP Cloud Main. And that was what it automatically assigned as the my domain name for this org. And you can also see that in the URL up here. So let's say you don't like this and you want to change it. You have to make that change before you create your experience site, because once you create the experience site, you won't be able to change it back. So yeah, I just wanted to explain this part of it for you. So let's say you had another company, Comcast or something, you can just put it here, check for the availability, and then obviously that will be taken. But yeah, so you check for the availability and then you go ahead to save it. So yeah, I'm going to explain a little bit more about this after we've created the site and about content delivery networks as well. But let's get back to digital experiences, settings. So check this off. So it says after you enable digital experiences in your org, you must still create, configure, customize, and then activate a site before it's live and available to users. So these are very important steps that you need to take before the site can be accessed by users. So let's go ahead and save. So over here, it's giving you a few warnings. And it says enabling digital experiences automatically changes record access from roles and subordinates to roles to internal and portal subordinates. Opening up access to portal subordinates could expose your org's data to external users. After enabling digital experiences, run the convert site member access to in digital experience settings to configure, to secure your data access. And then it says you can't change the domain name or disable digital experiences after you have enabled them. So we want to go ahead. So you say, okay. Okay, so it's done. It's done. So from here, we can go ahead and create our website. So does anybody have any ideas, the kind of websites we can design? Any ideas? I'm just this step is just to like a framework. This is not us like designing end to end. So this is just like to show you how the whole experience cloud and experience builder works. So okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I click on new. So it's going to open up the page where we choose a template. So that's the next thing to do. Okay, so I will choose the customer service. And over here, it gives you short description. So it tells you that the features of the customer service for self-service, which is similar to Help Center, which gives access to articles, questions and answer and cases. Then it can also be used for collaboration, use groups, discussions and topics to organize content and solve issues quickly. Customization, use Experience Builder to brand your site. Add ready-made Lightning components and take advantage of custom Lightning components, layouts, and themes. Intelligence, personalize the member experience, automatically escalate important cases, and create a safe haven with rules to keep out trolls and bots. Okay, let's get started. So let's call this Black Force. Wait. Oh, I'm looking at the chat. Was that in response to my question? I see people saying school, e-commerce. Oh, okay. E-commerce is going to be a bit complex. So there's this feature called there's an e-commerce feature of experience site, even though it's not part of the coursework, but it's an area I haven't explored yet. So I'm very open to exploring that part. Student or prospective student. Okay, let's see. Well, okay, well, student or prospective student, that like aligns more with Black Force, you know. All right, I'm going to take a note of all these your suggestions, okay? So that we'll know, I'll see, okay, what we can incorporate when we are building the end-to-end website. Yeah, hold on. E-commerce, fashion, books. Okay. All right. So, okay, so we've just built a website, an experience site called Black Force, and it's opened up the page to workspaces. So this is where what you call workspaces. So it's an interface where you have all the tools that you need for this experience site. So it has the builder, and the builder is where you go in to design your website. And then moderation. So increase that a little bit. Moderation is where you go to set up the rules that you need to be able to use to review people's posts and comments. And this is usually for a peer-to-peer or forum kind of website. Then content management. So content management is where you go to manage the Salesforce CMS feature. So CMS means content management system. But we're going to go into details later. Then gamification is where you set up the features that. So gamification is just like our trailhead points, where you give your users reward for being active on your site. So this is where you can configure and build your gamification features. Then dashboards, of course, is where you pull in data from the Salesforce org to view your reports and your dashboards. And administration is where you have a whole lot of settings. So the first one is the settings. This is where you activate your Experience Cloud website. Preferences has different sections. So general, experience management, and then record ownership. Then under members, so this is where and how you add members or users to your Experience Cloud website. So by users, you can add employees, you can add the customers, and then the partners. Then contributors. This is where you add and assign roles to control who can do what as your team builds and customizes your site. Then login and registration is where you set up your login page. You add some branding to the login page. Different types of login page setup. Same thing. Then how you can configure your registration page, which is usually different from the login page. And then headless identity configuration. Then for emails. So here is where you can configure your email templates. So these are emails that are sent from the Experience site to the users when different events occur. So like the first one, which says welcome new member, it sends a welcome email to users. And this is when the site is activated. So when you activate the site here, then this email is sent to the users, and this email would contain their username and their password. So over here is where you can choose the email templates that you want to use after you have built it in the org. So the same thing applies to the rest of it: forgotten password email, change password email, and then the rest of these. So pages is where you configure page assignments for your Experience Cloud site. So you can use default pages or pages from your Experience website or Visual Force page. We'll not be going into this but this is just like URL redirect. So yeah. So going back to workspaces, there's a lot of. So the last option here is the guided setup. So guided setup is just where you can add additional features to your experience sites, and it guides you through how to set that up. So, okay, I'd like to go back to the slide so I can tell you more about the My Domain before we continue with building the site. Okay. So Salesforce My Domain. My Domain allows you to showcase your company's brand with a customer-specific domain name within your Salesforce org, login, and application URLs. So just like I explained, the domain name would be the name of your company or your brand, and it can be used across Salesforce and its applications. So all orgs get a My Domain by default. Then enhanced domains is when all URLs across your org contain your company's specific My Domain name, including URLs for your experience sites, Salesforce sites, Visualforce pages, and content files. So when enhanced domain is enabled, you'll be asked to choose a domain name during the setup, but our org didn't ask us. It does in some orgs, but not all of them. Then when enhanced domain is enabled, the My Domain name is used as a subdomain for URLs across your org, including the experience sites. So this is just what I explained to you. And then, so the Experience Cloud URL format is this. So it's your domain name .mysite.site.com. I'd like to show you that before we proceed. So if we go back to, let me refresh and just click on this. Let me refresh the page. Okay, and then do all sites. So you can see the name of the, so this is the URL of the website. That's what is listed here. So I can see that the suffix is my.site.com. So that's what it was saying right there. All right, so about content delivery networks. So usually in the real world, not in the developer environment, when you want to use your company's domain name to serve your experience website, you need to do it through a content delivery network or a CDN. And a content delivery network is a network of servers that are deployed across multiple geographic locations. So let's imagine Canada. So let's say there's a server in each of the provinces, just hypothetically, a server on each of the provinces, and somebody in British Columbia, a user in British Columbia is trying to access the contents of the server in Ontario. So because of the distance between the user and the server, it would take quite a while or more time for the user to get served the websites or the contents that he or she is requesting for. But with CDN, So CDN enables the website's content to be distributed across each server in each of the provinces, so that when the user that is in British Columbia tries to access that website that is in Toronto, it automatically directs the user to the server in British Columbia. So this reduces the time that the user will the time between when the user makes a request to access the page and when they receive it. So it reduces the time significantly. So that's what the CDN does. So it makes the page load speed faster, and it also helps to increase the resources that the website is using. So CDN ensures the fast delivery of web content by caching instances of the website in the servers in each location. So the distance between the server that serves the web content and the user is reduced, thereby significantly reducing the page load speed. So I added this link here because I would like us to take a look at it together. And this opens to a Salesforce help article about CDNs. So let's increase the size of that. The same thing about the geographical location. So the options, CDN options for Salesforce. So in Salesforce, you can get the benefits of CDN in 3 ways. Use the default Experience Cloud site domain. So that means you are eliminating this, I think. Okay, let me just read it. So when you enable Experience Cloud sites, Salesforce creates a system managed domain for your site. If enhanced domains are enabled, the host name for that system managed domain ends in .my.site.com, and that domain uses this Salesforce CDN. Oh, okay. All right. So okay, yeah, so that's the option. And then the second one is to use a custom domain, which is really what I want to talk to you about. So when you use its custom domain, so it serves a domain and the site content through the CDN. So this option isn't available for registrable domains. If you have digital experiences, include those built with Experience Cloud, Commerce, and industry licenses. Okay, but anyway, what I wanted to say is that if you have a custom domain, you have to serve it through a CDN to be able to use it to access your experience site. And in those examples that I showed you of those websites, do I still have them open? I don't. Okay, I do. Yeah. Okay. So in these examples, you can see that even though it's an experience site, they have a custom domain. So the CDN not only reduces the page speed, it also provides security also to the domain and gives the domain more authenticity. Yeah. I think I have too many pages open. Okay. All right. So this diagram sort of illustrates what I was trying to explain to you. So this user is trying to access, or this is a users, and they're trying to access data from the Salesforce data center. So there are 2 users. This one is able to access it faster because of the cached contents, which have been distributed in different locations. So this content has been cached here, here, and here. And this user is able to receive the the content faster. But then this user, because there's no CDN server or any intervention, there's more downtime for this user while trying to access this content. So I hope this image makes it clearer for you to understand. Then there's also a video here that you can watch to explain it further. Okay. Okay, so this slide is just to buttress everything I have explained to you about the different templates in Experience Cloud. And so with the Help Center template, a user is able to search and read articles, is able to contact support, and is able to access other articles, which can be products or FAQs. Then in the customer service template, the user is able to search. So the user is pretty much able to do everything that the Help Center does, that the Help Center template enables the user to do, and more. So with the customer service, the user can post questions, the user can create and submit cases, and they can also access contents and records. With the customer account portal, it does what the Help Center and the customer service templates can do, but in addition, it can enables the user to create. So the distinction between these two is to create and submit, but here to create and manage. So create and view the cases. Then it also enables the user to view and update their account information. So they're able to log in and they have like a profile section or a similar thing where they can update their own account information. They can update their address or like a payment. They want to update their payment information. And then another good feature about the customer account portal template is that it integrates with third-party applications. Okay, then for the partner sites, template, so it's used for partners, and these partners can be affiliates, resellers, distributors, name it, and it's used in business-to-business collaboration. So with the partner template, you can implement partner relationship management, and the partner template grants the partners access to streamlined onboarding, lead qualification and distribution, opportunity management, deal registration, easy and quick quoting, campaigns, events, and emails. So the partner template allows the partner to access information about sales, everything about the sales cloud in the org. So not everything, but the specific objects, but objects that are used in the sales cloud. So the Partner Central template can also integrate with third-party applications. And then it has the lead inbox components, which I believe I showed you earlier, which lists the leads that have been queued up. Okay, so any questions?
Hi, I have a question.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the class. I have a question. I know you talked about differentiating distinction between the customer portal and the customer service portal. I think one of them can create and manage, which is they can create and manage, and the other one can create and view, right? So my question is, I know that each template, I think it's maybe like they have standard features of things that they can perform. But I also know that when you were going through them, I can see that there are in some of those little pockets of the things that they can perform, you have like the delete button. You can take it out. Maybe if it's not necessary, I don't know. Is it possible that for I think it's the customer service that cannot view, they can't view the cases, but they can create and submit them. Is it possible to have that feature brought in to also view the cases that you created, just the way it is on the customer portal? Is it possible to achieve that on the customer service portal?
No. So if you want that feature to be able to, so how you have those features is it comes along with the components. I haven't showed you that, but it comes along with the components, and those are like the elements or the tools that is available for that template. So the feature to view a case is not in the customer service template, but it's in the customer account portal template. Do you understand? Yeah. So the different templates have different components that they come with. So some may not appear in all of them.
Yeah, so there's no way to say, okay, I want my customer service portal to perform more, and then have a way to do that. That's what you're saying.
Well, there are ways to do it. I mean, you can, if you don't want to use a component, you can definitely, I know you can create a page, an object page, and that object page will list the objects, the content of the objects there for you. But then you have to grant additional permission for those cases to show.
Okay.
Yes, and then of course you can also use Flow. So yeah, those are the two ways.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could I ask a question? Yes, thanks. For the custom domain, is there an additional cost if we do enable custom domain? And if we do that and then we do the CDN, is there an additional cost to register with CDN?
Yes, there's an additional cost. So for a custom domain, you would have to purchase the domain. I can show you how you can do that. Well, you typically purchase domains from what you call domain registrars, and there are a whole bunch of them. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I know that there's but I wasn't sure if with the Salesforce piece and requesting a custom domain, if that meant that you had to pay additionally for it. But okay, so obviously that's the answer then. Yes. And the CDN you have to pay for as well?
You have to pay for the CDN, yes.
Okay. When you showed that diagram of the difference between not CDN and CDN, is it a huge difference in that delay, that downtime? Is it very noticeable?
It is noticeable, yes.
Okay. All right. Yes. Good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Henry?
Hi. Hello. Good evening. Just a follow-up to Robert's question on custom domains. You know, you mentioned a moment ago that you can actually you purchase the domain separately. So when you check the availability through the org, do you do that before you purchase the domain, or you purchase the domain, you check whether it's available, you purchase it, But how then do you, once you purchased it, how then do you configure that in the org? How does that work? The process, from a process standpoint. I'm just trying to understand the sequence of how you do it, because typically when you want, if in the old world, when you wanted to like host a website, you check for the availability. You buy the domain name, and you give it to your web hosting company to host that domain for you, or register it with your web hosting company. So I'm just wondering how you do it here.
I'm not entirely sure. It's not something I've done.
Okay.
But I imagine that when you're configuring the org, even if the domain name is taken, you can still add a few more words to it to make it unique.
Okay, so for your project which you demoed in your when you did this for your group, how did you guys do it with your custom name?
No, we didn't use any custom domain for that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, thanks.
We used the integration org provided by Blackforce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so back to our slides. All right, so I have questions. So that's the quiz for you. So the first question is, Manifest needs a website where their clients can find answers to the questions that they may have. The clients will also be able to communicate with an agent while visiting the website. What template and features would this website have? So I can help you with the first one. So for sure, the websites will be built with Experience Cloud. So what other features do you think it will have? Okay, so Evie says customer portal. Any other ideas? Somebody's raising their hand. Okay, so what I'm looking for is what template. Let's start with that. What template? Okay, I can see partner, customer portal. Okay. Okay, I'll just reveal the answer to that. Yay, I got it. Okay, so yes, it's the help center template that we'll need. So the main feature here is where their clients can find answers to questions that they may have. And then the clients will also be able to communicate with an agent. I guess this is what threw you off, but communicating with an agent can actually be on any of the templates. The chat feature can be added to a health center, a help center, customer service, customer account portal, or partner site. So it cuts across. So the next one would be, so what other kind of features? Okay, well, I didn't really mention that, so I'll just go ahead and reveal that one. So the feature that it will have would be knowledge articles and chats. So we're going to look into knowledge articles in the next class. But that's the Service Cloud feature that enables you to add articles to the Salesforce org, and then you can also add those articles to your Experience Cloud website. So, and then of course the chat feature. Okay. And so what kind of user would this be beneficial to? We mentioned 3 types of users. So which one of the 3 would this be beneficial to? Yes, end user, but which of the end users? There are 2 end users. Yes, the customer, that's correct. Okay. All right, well done. Let's go to the next one. So Walmart would like to give their customers access to a portal that would allow them to see their own account information, their order, and purchase history. So what templates and features would this website have? So we can start with the templates. So what templates? Yes, correct. Customer account portal. And then what kind of user? Yes, external is correct because a customer and a partner user are external users. Yeah, customer. Yes, correct. And then, okay, that's all for that question. So the next question. Blackforce wants to give their students access to an online forum that allows them to ask questions, post comments and replies, and participate in private discussions. What templates and features would this website have? Yep, peer-to-peer. Okay, but what templates can we use to design a website like this based on? Any other suggestions? Forum. Okay, so you can actually use the 2 customer templates for this. And then for the features, so you said peer-to-peer and forum, which is correct, but yeah, what I was looking for is the feature in the experience site that would give you that functionality. So, and it's chatter. So there's chatter questions, and then there's private chatter groups, and that is what would allow them to participate in private discussions, the private chatter groups. All right. So let's go ahead to the next question. Oh yeah, and the targeted user is the customer. Oh, Sophie has a question.
Yeah, sorry.
Hi.
I had a question. It was, I think, the second quiz.
Okay.
The first quiz, right? Where it was Blackforce has a client. So in my own experience, when you say client, I felt like it was like B2B, so it was like partner something, right? Because the second one was like Walmart wants to give customer, so obviously it's customer. But then the first one was like Blackforce wants to give client. So when I saw that client, I felt it was like B2B and partner that should have been the user.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think using clients would work in that case, because a client would be more like someone who's receiving your service. But the B2B, your partners are people who are helping you to sell. They're helping you to sell your products.
Okay.
So like resellers or like distributors, so like a car distributorship or car dealership. So the car manufacturers, definitely when you want to buy a car, you're not going straight to the car manufacturer, you're going to the distributor or to the car dealership to go and buy the car. So that kind of relationship is an example of a partner use case.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so question 4. Bluehost wants to give their partners access to leads, accounts, contacts, and opportunities as part of channel sales functionality. They will also need to be able to collaborate with both internal and external users during the sales process and access reports and dashboards. What templates and features would this website have? Okay, the templates. What templates? Partner Central, partner. Okay. Yes, so the template is the Partner Central template. And then for the features is access to reports and dashboards. Analytics and collaboration. Yeah, I agree with that, but yeah, it's not very specific. So what users? What users can this apply to? Robert, when you say both, okay, internal and external, okay. Yes. Yes, you guys are correct. Employees and partners. Yeah, so the keyword was both internal and external users. Yeah. Well done. I'm happy. I'm happy you guys are following. Okay. All right. So, and the next slide is the assignments. So these are links to some trailheads that would help you, just to give you an idea what we're talking about or what we've talked about, and also what we're going to do in the future. So if you can attempt those, that would be awesome. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Any more questions for me?
Yes. So can you share these links or share these slides? Either you share the links in the chat, or just share the slide on Slack. Any of them work.
Okay. I can copy.
So they say they will share it with the Slack channel.
Okay. All right. No problem then.
Can I ask a question? Sorry. For where you are right now in the digital experience, at the beginning you showed 4 different examples, and the examples indicated what template you used, whether it was customer service partner or peer-to-peer. Besides giving it that name, was there any other way to determine which type of template was used?
No, you won't be able to see it from this page. You can only see it when you get into the builder. Yeah, let me see. Yes, you'll be able to see it from the builder. So I gave it those names just to give it the distinction.
Yes, yeah, I noticed that. And then so I was wondering, is there no other way? So
I think there's another way to see it.
it says there customer service.
There it is, templates. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Okay, any other questions? Because this is all I have for you today.
Sorry, one more question. We're going to be using DevOrgs, not the, what do you call it? The Trailhead sandbox things. We're going to be creating DevOrgs and creating it from there.
You can use anyone. You can use anyone, really. It's the same thing. The Trailhead orgs are also dev orgs.
Okay.
But I just decided to show you how to do that in case you run out of the orgs here, because you have a limit of 10.
Oh, okay, you're right. That's right. You have a limit of 10. Okay. So I wasn't sure. And did the DevOrgs have, because I've created a DevOrg that didn't have the service part in it for whatever reason. I don't know why. So there's some DevOrgs that do have it and some don't. So I wasn't sure which one to set up.
Okay.
Yeah, my DevOrg is very weird.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit strange. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, well, I guess I think you can delete these, right? You can disconnect and create a new one or something. You can just try again.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Hi, Anome.
Yeah, good evening, Oge. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the class. First, I would like to talk about the connected orgs. I can see you have 12 connected orgs. Maybe I heard wrong. I thought we couldn't connect more than 10 orgs. Am I wrong?
Okay, so that's what we're just talking about. So from your Trailhead, you can only create 10.
Okay, but if I'm bringing in dev orgs, I can connect as many as I want?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, thank you. Then I want to find out the Trailblazer community. Can we call that a peer-to-peer?
Of course, for sure. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions? We have 7 minutes. Okay, I guess we don't have any more questions. So let me get my slides back up. So for the next class, we'll be taking a look in depth into the Experience Builder, where I'll be showing you everything about the Experience Builder and how to use the components. So that's what we're doing. So and I think that's the end for today. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for your questions. I enjoyed the interaction, and I hope you did as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so